Hi everyone, welcome to Wellness Munch. The diet guideline for high creatinine level, the diet guideline for CKD like chronic kidney disease, and the diet guideline for patients who are under dialysis. These three have completely different approach. So in today's session, we thought let's discuss about high creatinine level and the dietary guidance. First, let's understand what is creatinine. It's a waste product which actually develops by wear and tear of your muscle. So basically your muscle workout and creatinine produce. This creatinine level can be different by your age, by your gender, by your body size, body shape, your race. So there are multiple factors which determine what should be your creatinine level. We check our serum creatinine level, which comes in normal health checkup. Even if the level is little high, it doesn't tell you that you have any kind of kidney disorder. To confirm, you need to do a couple of other tests like glomerulus filtration rate, which we called GFR. Apart from that, a creatinine clearance test. They will test how much of creatinine your kidney is being able to flush out. They determine how is your kidney health. First thing first, when you should check your creatinine level. If you have certain condition, like if you're having muscle cramp very frequently, if you have swollen feet, swollen ankle, if the area around eyes are puffy, swollen, if you're feeling extremely lethargic, if you're having nausea or vomiting, if you have this kind of conditions, then you must check your creatinine level. Now, there are certain conditions which actually put you at risk. If you are diabetic, if you have high blood pressure, if you are thyroid patient, if you have any family history of having any kind of chronic kidney disease, if you have any kind of autoimmune disease, okay, or if you have any bacterial infection in your kidney, or if you're experiencing any blockage in your urinary tract, when men have enlarged prostate, or if someone is having kidney stone. So the moment I say if you are diabetic, if you are thyroid, if you are hypertensive, half of the population comes under risk category. Now the question is, what are the factors that may increase your creatinine level? So the first is dehydration. We don't forget to eat. We don't forget to snack. We don't forget to nibble, but we always forget to drink water. We don't even realize that we are thirsty. Even if we are thirsty, we feel like we are hungry. So dehydration, in fact, severe dehydration is one of the major reasons which can put you on high creatinine level. Many of the times, especially those who are staying in an area where the weather is very humid, hot and humid, and you constantly sweat, it has been seen that in the summer, there are many people who found to have higher creatinine level, okay? But if it is persistent, irrespective of temperature, irrespective of the season, then definitely it's a matter of concern, and then one must go for the consult a doctor. Apart from that, high protein intake. Now, generally what happens, if you're having too much of supplements, too much of protein supplements especially, and your body is not utilizing it though, but you're still having, protein supplements, then this is a very common cause of having high creatinine level, okay? Now, after that, the third point is intense exercise, okay? Especially it is for the youngsters who love to hit gym. Maybe you have done just a treadmill. The trainer will come and ask you that, oh my God, your diet is deficient and you're looking for developing muscle. So you must buy a protein supplement. Just tell me in the comment section how many of you have seen your, yourself or your close near and dear one having this thing. See, whenever you're having high protein, that's fine. But the problem is, if you're having it, you have to make sure that you burn it out. If you're not burning it out, it will convert it to your waste product, creatinine, and your kidney is unnecessarily getting excess load. It's a trouble, okay? When someone is doing intense exercise, this muscle actually starts tearing. So since this breakdown happened, the creatinine level in the serum gets high. Now, apart from that, if you are under certain medication, like if you're on any kind of antibiotics, or if you're on H2 blockers, okay, these kind of medicines do have a connection to increase your serum creatinine level. So whenever you are going with your health report to the doctor, don't forget to inform what are the medicines you're having. So it might be just changing of medicine will fix your problem. Now, kidney obstruction, enlarged prostate, kidney stone. These are maybe a potent cause of putting unnecessary pressure on your kidney, and your kidney is not being able to flush out. Now the last point, CKD, chronic kidney disorder. If your kidney is damaged, then it faces a lot of problem to remove the creatinine from your blood. Since your kidney is not functioning well, it becomes actually difficult for your kidney to remove that creatinine. So your blood serum creatinine level actually get increased. So as I mentioned earlier, if your creatinine level has any link with your kidney disease, that will be a different set of dietary guidelines. First, let's discuss only creatinine, high creatinine level. Now, what kind of diet you should be following if you have high creatinine level? First thing, low protein diet. What is this low protein diet? What does that mean? Does it mean you will not have your dal, you will not have your fish, not have your egg, chicken? Actually not. Low protein diet, it's not no protein diet, okay? If it is a low protein diet, that means you can still have 0.6 to 0.8 gram per kg body weight protein on a daily basis. So what you have to do, you have to curtail down your protein intake, and you have to choose one food at a time. Like generally what happens, we have dal, we have milk products, we have nuts and seeds, we have fish, chicken, egg, everything, right? So if you have a high creatinine level, suppose in one meal you're having dal, then maybe at dinner you can have an egg, maybe an egg white. You cannot keep 2 to 3 sources of protein at one go. Distribute it throughout the day. Now if you're asking me, can I have fish? Definitely, why not? Fish is a very good source of omega-3 fatty acid, especially the fatty fish, but maybe the size needs to be smaller. Can I have egg? Of course you can have egg. The egg white is a very, very good source of protein, so please have egg. Can I have dal? Yes, you can have dal. Can I have chana dal? Can I have masoor dal? Can I have moong dal? Any dal will be fine, but the quantity should be modified, the quantity should be restricted, and the protein load should not go up. Next comes high fiber. If you have enough amount of fiber, it helps to control serum creatinine level. Now how will you have fiber? You have to be mindful to have soluble as well as insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber are those who have, for example, the skin of vegetables, the skin of fruits. These are insoluble fiber. What is the soluble fiber? The pulp of the vegetable or the pulp of the fruit. That is the soluble fiber. Now you need both. Generally, what we suggest that you can increase, your vegetable intake, like with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and evening snack. Try to incorporate some kind of vegetables with every meal, and 2 fruits a day. That's a standard, that's a thumb rule. 1 citrus fruit and 1 sweet fruit, any seasonal fruit that you might try. But again, I'm saying this guideline is only for those who are having high creatinine level, which is not linked with renal problem. No other complications, okay? Whole grain is a good choice for high fiber, but do not make a overnight shift. Like as I always mention, if you are happy to have white rice so far, please continue to have white rice, or maybe you can max to max you can shift yourself to single polished rice. Do not jump for brown rice overnight. That will create trouble. Make it a gradual process to change your dietary habit. You can ask me which vegetable is good and which vegetable is not. If you have any kind of kidney problem with creatinine issue, then those lists are meaningful, okay? Because for the kidney patients, we need to see sodium, potassium, and phosphorus. But for only creatinine level high, it's not mandatory. So you can have pretty much everything, but bring variety to diet. Why we call variety? So that you don't get to have an extra load of a particular food every day. For example, I love aloo. I'm having aloo sabzi every day. Then definitely aloo is not good for me. But if you're having aloo one day, next day gourd, third day cabbage, fourth day cauliflower, something like that, then this, you will be getting only the goodness of that vegetable, not the drawback side. So always have variety. Same with your pulse choice. Same with your pretty much cereal choice. One time rice, one time roti is fine, but bring variety in your breakfast and your snack cereal. Now, after low salt intake, salt is extremely important, and salt restriction is rather actually very essential, because if you have controlled salt, then your blood pressure will be under control. If your blood pressure will be under control, your conditions will get improved. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Now, how can you lower the salt intake? Shall we start cooking food without salt? Don't do that. That is not possible, right? Then food will not be edible anymore. So what you can do, cut down on your processed food. The moment you will cut down your processed food, automatically the salt intake will come to half. One quick example which is coming in my mind right now. If you have any instant soup packet at home, just check the sodium level. One small pack of soup, or one small pack of Maggi, or a small pack of instant oats contains so much of sodium, which is way more than your daily allowance. If your creatinine level is high, absolutely say no to processed food. No smoking. If you're somebody who smokes, please quit smoking. Be very cautious. Try to keep your kidney healthy. Stop smoking, stop drinking. At least if you can't stop, reduce it. We understand social drinking, but on a regular basis, drinking and smoking, not so cool anymore. If you have a habit of having painkiller, suppose we get migraine pain and we quickly pop up a painkiller, you can't do it anymore. Please report it to your physician, because painkiller or any kind of NSAID, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drug without any prescription is not very okay. Now the last point, no supplements. No supplements which contain creatine. Mostly all the protein supplements, all the whey protein or isolates and all that, they generally contain creatine. So make sure whatever health drink or whatever supplements you are taking, if that has creatine in it or not. Start making a habit of reading those level or the ingredient list. Then you will get to know whether that product has creatine in or not. If it has creatine, please stop having it. Okay, what are the food you have to absolutely avoid? As I've already mentioned, smoking, drinking, plus processed food for excess sugar and for excess salt. So these are the overall dietary guidelines if you have high creatinine, which has no link with kidney disease so far. Until then, stay happily healthy. Bye bye.